Louisiana beer reviews. Port Republic Light Beer. This is a brand of the Winery Exchange. It is a brand of beer brewed in Rochester, New York for private label sales, mostly to Kroger stores. It says Brewmaster's Choice, Rochester, New York. There's no such company. It's North American Beverages, the Genesee Brewery at Rochester, New York, brewed under contract for Winery Exchange. 100 calories, 3.9% alcohol. I bought this and the regular Port Republic beer at Kroger. These are very similar to the Genesee and Genesee Light beers. 10 international bitterness units. They use 2-row and 6-row barley malts, so 2 types of malts. The cheaper 6-row and the more expensive 2-row. And Zeus hops, and I don't know much about that type of hop. Actually, I don't know anything about it. I'm presuming it's a cheaper one. I don't know. I should have done the research on that. It gets an okay score on Beer Advocate, but with only 10 ratings. So they're seeing about a C. Rate beer predictably 5 out of 100, 46 out of 100 for the style with only 32 ratings. So we're talking about 42 ratings. There were no video reviews for this on YouTube, so this will be the first video review for this beer in the world. And it says Barrelman's Port Republic Light Beer. First rate. Well, there's no Barrelman's, okay? If you look on the Winery Exchange website, they have a whole array of these beers, and they all have links to the beer's webpage. And they're just trying to pose, in many cases, like at Whole Foods Market, they're trying to pose as craft beers when they're in fact mass-produced and usually cheaper quality beers. So, but a lot of people, if they see it at Whole Foods, they'll buy it. Okay. Thick, buy it thinking it's a really quality product. Thick white head in a straw, clear, bubbly appearance. Now, my experience with most of these Winery Exchange brands has not been particularly positive. Now, I have smoked smoked turkey wing with some bucatini, string macaroni, and some sauce, tomato sauce. The aroma is very typical of what you would get with a Genesee Light. Pungent grains, sweet and even sour, corn and barley malt. I'm sure. Not that different from, like I said, or Milwaukee's Best Light or Busch Light, that type of thing. Even that little egginess, but this doesn't have that too much. Just a straightforward light beer aroma. The flavor, same thing. Sweetened, a little sour. And if you've had American light beers before, it tastes like those. And sweetness, grains. The bitterness is pretty much non-existent. There is a little, I guess, to balance out the malt so it wouldn't be ultra sweet. The finish is crisp, clean, refreshing. As you would imagine, the drinkability is very high. Well, they're saying okay on Beer Advocate, like fair, C plus, B minus would be where I would put it. But I'm not really picking up anything off, and I think it could be a good substitute product for light beer. If you're used to paying a lot more for Bud Light or Coors Light or Miller Light or something like that, you wouldn't come out too far behind on this. So if you could save a good amount on a 24-ounce can or a couple of dollars on a 12-pack of 12-ounce cans, I think it would be something to check out. I'm not a light beer fan anyway, so I wouldn't be buying it regardless. But I could see, and it's sort of like Genesee, I could see where it could have that role. So I'll be generous and I think fair and say B minus. marginally good. I won't have any problem drinking the rest of the can. It won't be anything hard to drink, so it is what it is. A decent store brand beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.